Hi everyone, it's Karen and I'm back with my design team package for the month of November for AngeldreamCraftsKim on Etsy. And I will leave links in the description box below to Kim's shop and also to Facebook group and Instagram, where you can get a heads up on the new things that are going into the store, and also see pictures of the projects that the designers are creating. And I will also leave links in the description box below to all the designers who are creating beautiful projects. Let's dive into this pretty package that she has sent me. This is how it was sent to me. So pretty. Gorgeous green fabric, and then an overlay of a netted fabric with these pretty snowflakes on it, tied up with a pink satin and green lace bow, and then on a ball pin, which Kim also carries the ball pins in her shop. One of her pink heart charms. She carries some of the most beautiful bling in her shop, and they look so pretty just pinned on a project like this or added somewhere into your project. And I add them through my projects, so you will see lots of ways to use the blings. Also tucked into the top here is a spray of her beautiful flowers. I had the tea or beige colored ones last month. This month I have the white ones with the beautiful pearl, all pearl centers and the pearl stamens, and then also a little spray of the pearly beads on the clear sort of like fish line. And these look so pretty. They have lovely movement. And I also use these cut individually for my butterflies' little antennae you will have seen on some of my projects. So that's another use for them. I'll set those aside. Here's her beautiful business card, AngeldreamCraftsKim on Etsy. And she has a beautiful store. If you've not stopped by her store on Etsy to see some of the beautiful things she has, you really should. And the designers are all creating beautiful projects with supplies from her store, so to inspire you and to help you see just how to use everything that Kim has in the shop. Let's open this up and see what I've got. So again, like I said, it's got this beautiful overlay. I didn't look to see, she may have this actually in the shop for sale. She may not. Sometimes she sends the designers little bits of things that she has collected that she doesn't have enough to sell, but you might go over and look and see. And also this gorgeous, love the color of this green, pretty green fabric. I'm just gonna open that right up on my desk and display everything. So this little bag she has sent me, this one little bling bag, is absolutely bursting at the seams because she has packed so much into it. Very generous she is to all of us as designers. Oh, and I've got 2 bling bags. Whoa. Well, let's have a look and see what she has sent. So to start, I had the white in this last month, and this month I have the beigey tea colored, and this is a gathered tulle trim. It's actually pleated, I would say, rather than gathered. So you can see the pleats as it's pleated across with the 2 rows of thread across the top. And this is a very versatile trim, which can be used from anything from making pretty flowers to edging on a project, running around the edge of a project, running along the bottom of a project. It's just it's soft and it's so nice. And I believe she has other colors in that besides the tea color this one is, and then the white I had last month. A couple of flat laces. I love the flat laces, and I love this size too. Whoa, these are gorgeous. I believe these are the knotted trims that she has in the shop. Absolutely gorgeous detailing on that. I hope you can see that. It's just beautiful. That's about an inch wide. And again, these can be gathered if you want to gather them to put them somewhere on a project. Really easy to run a thread through the bottom, or pleat them if you want. However you want to do it. Really very versatile, and you will enjoy any of her flat laces. This is another one. Ooh, this one's really pretty too. Look at the detailing on that. Beautiful stitching on here. And just, you could easily spruce this up even more. If you wanted to bling it up more, you could put bling or pearls in the center of the flowers in the middle. Also along the edge here, you could add more in. So you could really take these over the top if you wanted to do a really fancy project of some kind. Again, this is another one of the tulle or netted type trims that she has in the shop. I've had this in a more of a mauvey, I guess, color. This is probably more of a rosy color, and it has the little polka dots, and it's double, and then it has the beautiful stitch of thread on the bottom as well that kind of goes into a ruffle, just because this is so stretchy, and so when it's sewn, it gathers it a bit, so you get a bit of a ruffle going along the bottom. And the straighter on top. This can also be cut along the top, and these could be used separately, which I have done in projects as well. And you can also gather it more if you want to make it even more ruffled, if you want more of a ruffled look on your project. And it's a good length, so it's nice to add with a dangle on the edge of on the bottom of a project too. Really pretty. This is another one that sort of reminds me again of that when I tea stain things. It's a really pretty shade. This has a bit of a glimmer to it. The thread has a bit of a shine, and I've had this one before, I think in white. So this is just lovely in this color. It's really, really pretty. And again, I've said this before, I absolutely love this sort of tea colored lace with white. It just really pops together really nicely. And this could easily be cut apart into the individual flower with the one little one hanging and these ones hanging down below it, or it could be used as a long piece, as a dangle piece on your project. Again, you could add little pearls or little blings into the center of these flowers to give it a little bit more sparkle, especially with making things for Christmas coming up. Sometimes that's the one time of year that people really enjoy getting out their sparkly stuff and adding a little more sparkle. This is a beautiful piece. This I always call these types bridal trims. They just remind me of something that would be on the edge of a bride's dress. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful sequin detailing. The sequins all have a really nice sparkle to them. The thread running through here is also got a bit of a sheen to it, so that adds to the sparkle. This would be very easy to cut up into pieces to use. You could use like a whole section like that for part of a dangle. You could just use the pieces in the bottom here, these flowers with the 3 leaves on them. They could all be cut out separately. It's all, the whole piece has been built on a background of a netting. So very easy to cut these things apart and use them in your project. So you could make a yard of this go a really long way. And again, this would be beautiful in making Christmas ornaments, because it does have that beautiful sparkly effect that would look just gorgeous when the Christmas lights hit it. Another beautiful piece, again, embroidery on a netting background. This is a lovely big piece. It's done in the pink and a bit of a mint green, and then the sort of the coffee color, and then it has the pink and the mint green again mixed into the fern type branches. They're all sewn onto the netting, which makes them very easy to cut away from that netting and use the pieces individually. Really simple. You know, you just cut the back of that and that's off the netting, and there you have that pretty little flower. Or you can use the leaves the same way. And that's probably what I will do. I don't have a project in mind where I would use that entire piece like that, but I definitely have projects in mind. It's just got a stray thread there that I barely could see, and then my finger snagged on it. Let's just trim that off. I have lots of projects in mind that I could see using pieces of this. And so therefore, again, a piece like this can go such a long way. And doesn't it look gorgeous on that mint, with that mint in the background? So pretty. Thank you, Kim, for all the beautiful, beautiful things that you have given me this month. Here is a dangle trim. This is a real pretty one. I really like this one. It's got 2 lengths of dangles hanging from the bottom. Coming down, they have one that's slightly longer than the other 2. These would lend themselves so well to having a pearl set in them as well, to again add a little bit more sparkle to a project if you wanted to. This has a beautiful trim on the top here, and I love cutting these off and using these separately to trim around things, because it just has a beautiful scallop. That sometimes when you're using this on a project, if you're loading things on top of this dangle trim, you don't see the scallop in the end anyway. So it's nice to cut it off and then use it where you actually can see it. Another beautiful floral trim, so pretty. Get it turned around here. Look how pretty this is, guys. Wow. And this lends itself so well to be cut up too. Even though it would be really pretty along the bottom or along the side of a wall hanging or along the bottom of the front cover of your journal or on a page, but you also could cut each one of these flowers, the large ones individually and the ones at the bottom. So you would have a lot of flowers to play with. So pretty. And easily to add a little pearl or a little bling in the center of those flowers. You can eat the little flat back, even the ones that are different colors. You could add a different colored one if you wanted to put this in a journal or on a wall hanging and draw in some of the colors from the wall hanging by adding a center to the flowers that draws that in. Like for instance, if you were putting it with the green, you know, having a soft green center in the flowers would be really pretty. So that's another just really versatile and pretty trim. And Kim's just has a real knack for looking for trims that can be used more than just one way, which gives you so much more for your money. This is another absolutely gorgeous. Oh my goodness, this trim is gorgeous. I had this one, I'm pretty sure it was last Christmas. If I look at some of my pictures of my Christmas ornaments that I made, I'm sure and it was in a very white, true white color. This is more of a creamy white, although not certainly as dark as the sort of more tea colored or beige colored as this. It's somewhere in between. There's your true white. So you can see the 3 different shades here. Beautiful together though too. And now what I was trying to not make a mess, and I'm making a mess. So this, I mean, in total, this is over 6 inches long from the top, bottom of here to the top of there. Absolutely gorgeous trim. Would look gorgeous, just the individual pieces hanging down. Oh, beautiful. Just beautiful. Wow. And then the last one is, oh, not quite the last one. I'm going to leave this one for the last. This is a really, really pretty trim too. This is a floral trim that has like individual little flowers with 4 petals on them, and it connects to the next one that goes this way, and that one goes back that way. And let me see this for a minute now. Now that I look at it, I'm pretty sure, unless my eyes are playing tricks on me, it's 2 different colors. It's a bit of green and a bit of blue. And that is just so pretty. So pretty. When I first picked it up, I actually didn't see the blue. I saw the green. And then as I moved it in the light, then that became more evident. And this is really a pretty trim. Wow. Again, very, very pretty to use as a whole, but you could cut each one of these individually and use them as well. And then you could change, like this is very directional, a V shape, but you could change the direction of these flowers by, if you cut that one off and you put it here, that one would go this way and this would go that way, but the stems would be in the same direction. So again, lots of versatility because of being able to cut it apart. Got a stray little pink flat back floating around in here. This is the peacock trim. This is also sort of that really soft cream color. It's not white, but it's also not beige, which I think the tea or these ones are more of a beigey color. And you can see that it's I call it a really soft cream color. This has a beautiful thread in it, in the peacock shapes that are here. Even in the drips that come down, I call these drips. That's what they look like to me. They're so, so pretty. And then another peacock shape here, and then a different dangle hanging down from that that's softer and has more movement to it. But so pretty. It's really wide. Like this part here is probably 4 inches, and then it's got dangles still. You could cut this apart. You could just cut along the larger peacock down here, leave these drippings to go with this, and you could also cut this gorgeous scallop off the top. If it wasn't going to be seen, I would cut it off and save it, because these come in really handy for little, especially if you're doing a small project and need tinier trims. Then you really are very thankful when you've cut those off and you've put them away somewhere. You're like so thankful that you did that, because you realize that you really can use them in, especially when you're doing a smaller project. Let's just put some of this in here too. I think this is all on camera. Well, almost. And then let's have a look at what's in these bursting bags of bling. So I'm going to do this one first, because as I said, she's bursting at the seams, this one. I think I'll just open it on the side here. Wow. She has the beautiful cabochons. These are the they look like little girls to me, or young girls, and they are absolutely gorgeous. I love her cabochons. I just never can get enough of them. There's another one of the little girls. And then we've got some florals ones. So that's those ones. There's 3 different florals there. Nope, 4. And I've got stuff running off the desk. Then we've got some beautiful, I've got a few more florals here. Another floral and another little girl. So 5 of the young girls are, and this one is so cute. Let's see if I can get that so that the ring light is maybe not right on it, but it's a little girl and she has a nest, a bird's nest on her head, and it is just the cutest thing ever. Oh my goodness. Maybe what I should do is zoom in. Let's try. See. Yeah, you can see it better. Maybe. Lots of reflection on the glass, of course, but these are beautiful. They got a gorgeous glass dome on them. They're flat on the back. They glue onto projects really nicely. And then these are the floral ones, and there's also 5 of those, and different, very pretty. The florals are the very shabby chic colors that many people love so much. This is probably the one that's the brightest. Then she has sent me some pearl blings. There's 2 different kinds in my hand here. I probably shouldn't have dumped this all into my hand. There's so much. How can I complain, Kim? My goodness. Okay, so these are another bling that she has sent, and this has the beautiful pearl center. Again, has some dimension. There's a dome on that, and then the beautiful rhinestones around the edge. And there are 4 of those. Oh, they may be off screen now. Oh, let's see if I can find a happy medium here. Other way, Karen. There we go. Let's try that. So you had a look at the cabochons anyway. There's 4 of those bling, and then she sent another one that is also the pearl with the bling around the edge. This one is a little bit smaller than that one, and this is on an acrylic back whereas these ones are on a metal back. Really, when it comes down to it, metal or acrylic, it really doesn't matter. It's the size and the sparkle on them, and these are just as sparkly and just as pretty. And she sent me several of those. You'll have to go to her shop, and that's AngeldreamCraftsKim on Etsy, and there is a link in the description box below, so you can easily go to the shop. And then you can see, in her descriptions of everything, she tells you exactly how many you get in a grouping. It probably is 4 of this type. They're a bit bigger. And then she sent me 8 of these ones. So whether you get 8 or not, I'm not sure. Now these are a flat back that she's carrying as well. These are pink with gold flecks in them and iridescent flecks in them. Really, really pretty too. And these would be really pretty as an accent. It might be a bit big on that flower. Yeah, I think they're a bit too big. Let me just see. I bet, yeah, they would look good on theirs, on this one. Yeah, they would. Look how pretty that looks. So if you have this lace and you get some of these, you can put them as the centers on these flowers. And doesn't that look so pretty? Oh my goodness, especially if your project has a bit of pink in it. And pink and gold are really popular for Christmas now. There's a lot more papers and colors that are used for Christmas now. A whole bunch of those. So again, you'll need to go on and find out how many you get in a bundle of these, but they are quite pretty. I would say they're I'm not very good at guessing size. Let's see. They're just under. She might even say they're a ½ inch, but in my quick measurement there, they just measure just under ½ inch across. So there's a pile of those, and they're just plain pink on the back. Really, really pretty. The gold flecks in them and the iridescent flecks in them are just gorgeous. Then I also have these pretty little, another type of bow. I had a couple different ones last month. This month I have these ones. They have a bail on the back, so very easy to run a ribbon through there or piece of lace and then add to a project, or to put them on a ball pin and hang them on, or just to simply add glue on the back here and glue them onto a project. Any of those things can be done with these. And they're really pretty too. Where do I put them? Oh my goodness. And I have another bag of bling to open up yet, guys. I'm gonna run out of room. So there's 4 of those. Beautiful rhinestones, bows, and a big pearl dripping down from the bottom. And then some of the pink hearts. Now these are a little bit smaller than the one that was on the pin, on the bulb pin on the front of my bundle today, but these are very pretty too. Same idea, little softer pink in the heart and rhinestones all the way around the edge, but super, super pretty, super sparkly, and again, look absolutely gorgeous on a project. And they are all metal on the back, and then the little bail is metal as well. So those are really pretty too. And then I have one more bag of blinginess. See what she's put in here for me. So some of her cup chain, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's got the Aurora Borealis rhinestones. I don't know what size this is, guys. I am not entirely sure, but it's a nice size for crafting with. Trust me on that. And this is really easy to cut apart. You can do it with your scissors, or you can do it with jewelry cutters, and you can just cut between the stones. There's a little tiny piece of metal that runs in between them, and it's really easy to cut those apart. So you can make this length, will last you a long, long time, and adds so much pretty bling to your projects. And then I got 4 of the gorgeous snowflakes. These 2 a little bit larger, and then these 2 a little bit smaller, and these ones have a center rhinestone in them. And these ones just run straight down and through the center. So pretty. And of course with winter projects and Christmas decorations and things to make these look so pretty. And in saying that, I'm gonna show you, I'm making, of course, the Christmas decorations again this year for the Santa's for Seniors that I'm always participate in every year. It's a community group that gives bundles of little gifts to all the seniors in our town. And it's a huge undertaking because it's not a small town that I live in. And there's many seniors that they give these bundles to, including things like, you know, playing cards and Kleenex and gift certificates to Tim Hortons. And they give each one a Christmas ornament. And it's just a really nice little bundle. That's really nice because some of the seniors don't have any family and they don't get any other gifts. So I usually make around 20 or 30 handmade ornaments that I give. This is one of them that I'm going to be including. They're all different because when I create, I love to make things, I don't know, just the way I am. I like to make each one unique. So this is using the sheer fabric that was on the top of the embroidered lace that I got last month, and it had a large sheer piece at the top. I used that to put on this large ring. I got a bunch of these rings. They're just like binder rings. They're probably about 2.5 inches across. And then this is a trim that Kim had in the shop a year ago, and I still have a little bit of it, and I cover it with Mod Podge, and I use sparkle, either diamond dust or some other kind of glitter on it. And then I added some embellishments and some other little pieces of lace. But there is one of Kim's beautiful snowflakes in the center because I had one left from last year. So I'm excited to get more because I just think that turned out super pretty. And it's just an example of how you can use those snowflakes in a project, and they look really nice. I hope you will pop over to AngeldreamCraftsKim on Etsy and have a look at some of these goodies that I have received. You will find them very easily. Kim has beautiful pictures and descriptions of everything on her site. If you can't find something and need some help, you can drop me a comment below this video and I will be happy to help you, or you can also send Kim a message on Etsy. There's a spot somewhere where you click on and you can message the seller and ask her directly if you want some help from her. And check out the designers because I know they're receiving beautiful items to craft with, and we'll be showing you those in their videos and also showing you the beautiful project that they are creating. And links to all the designers are in the description box below. And I hope you are all doing well, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye for now.